Then, now, forever. Together.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a massive edition of Saturday Night Main Event. We are just 2 weeks away from Summit, where the Elimination Chamber will determine who goes to WrestleMania to fight for the biggest championships in this industry.
And tonight, the road to Summit gets even more chaotic. Rivalries explode, alliances will be tested, and by the end of the night we may be staring directly at the beginning of an all-out war.
And Corey, take a look at the incredible matches we have scheduled tonight. Our opening contest will be for the Intercontinental Championship, and it will be contested under Extreme Rules as the champion Ilja Dragunov defends against the unstoppable force known as Bronson Reed. Dragunov has built a reputation for surviving wars, but Bronson Reed may be the most dangerous challenger he has faced yet.
Bronson Reed is a wrecking ball. Cole, Extreme Rules only benefits a man that size and that violent.
Later tonight, things get even more dangerous when Jon Moxley, Damian Priest, and Andy Reid collide inside a steel cage.
That match alone could headline any event in the world. Moxley is unpredictable. Priest is a powerhouse, and Andy Reid, that man is pure chaos.
And in tag team action tonight, the Bloodline steps into the ring as Roman Reigns teams with Jey Uso to take on DX, given everything going on with the Bloodline and rumors of a possible rebuild. Tonight could have enormous implications.
And if Roman Reigns truly is considering aligning with his cousin, the final boss, The Rock's vision for the future, that changes the entire power structure of WWE.
And then our main event tonight. The United States Championship will be on the line when the champion Becky Lynch defends against the self-proclaimed greatest of all time, the Queen Charlotte Flair.
You're talking about two of the most accomplished women in WWE history. This is not just a title match. This is about pride and legacy.
And Wade, that's not all. Because by the end of the night, Finn Balor will make his final decision regarding the Bullet Club.
And depending on that decision, Cole, we might be witnessing the start of a full-scale war between Judgment Day, Bullet Club, and possibly even the Bloodline.
And let's not forget about the Wyatt Six. But before any of that happens, we understand things are already heating up backstage.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. Tonight is not just another championship match. Tonight is the beginning of a new era of destruction, because standing in the ring tonight will be the World Intercontinental Champ, Ilja Dragunov. A warrior, a survivor, a man who prides himself on enduring pain. But tonight, Dragunov is stepping into Extreme Rules with a man who was not built to survive pain. He was built to create it.
Dragunov, you're tough. But tonight, and when he does, the entire world will see exactly what happens when monsters take over WWE.
Ladies and gentlemen, your future Intercontinental Champion, Bronson Reed.
Well, Paul Heyman clearly believes Bronson Reed is about to destroy Ilja Dragunov tonight, and if Reed wins the Intercontinental Championship under Extreme Rules, it may be the start of total domination.
So Finn, everybody's talking about your big decision tonight. The Bullet Club, the WWE Universe, everybody wants to know what you're gonna do.
Tonight, after the main event, I will make my decision.
You know, whatever you decide, we got your back.
Hey Age, you've been through this before. The Bullet Club, all of it. What do you think I should do?
Finn, I trust you. Whatever decision you make, it's the right one, and wherever you go, we're riding with you.
While everybody's worried about the Bullet Club, people are forgetting something. On Raw, The Bloodline seems to be up to something, and the Wyatt Six are everywhere.
Good, because whatever happens tonight, just know a war is coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, the tension tonight is already at an all-time high here at Saturday Night Main Event. Just moments ago backstage, we saw Bron Breakker and Paul Heyman delivering a powerful message ahead of tonight's Extreme Rules Intercontinental Championship match. Bronson Reed isn't walking into that fight alone in spirit. He's got one of the most dangerous minds in this industry backing him tonight.
And that should make everyone nervous, Cole, because if there's one thing we know about Paul Heyman, it's that he doesn't attach himself to losing causes. Bronson Reed is already a human wrecking ball. Add Heyman's influence, and Ilja Dragunov might be walking into the most violent title defense of his career.
And if that wasn't enough, the situation surrounding Finn Balor just became even more volatile.
Yeah, Finn just confirmed it himself backstage. Tonight after the main event, he will finally reveal his decision on whether he's rejoining the Bullet Club or not. And judging by the look on Finn's face when he said a war is coming, I believe him.
We've got factions rising everywhere. The Bullet Club making power moves, the Bloodline situation evolving. The Wyatt Six gaining influence on Raw, and tonight could shift the balance of power across WWE.
But first, Cole, we're about to kick things off with absolute chaos. It's time for our opening contest, and the Intercontinental Championship will be on the line in an Extreme Rules match.
The champion Ilja Dragunov has built his reign on pure intensity and punishment, but his challenger Bronson Reed might be the one man big enough, strong enough, and ruthless enough to break him.
And remember, Bronson Reed isn't just fighting for gold tonight. He's fighting to prove Paul Heyman bet on the right monster.
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line, and Extreme Rules means there are no limits. Ilja Dragunov, Bronson Reed. It starts right now.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match and is for the WWE Men's Intercontinental Championship. Introducing the challenger from Black Forest, South Australia, weighing in at 330 pounds, Big Bronson Reed. And his opponent from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 187 pounds. WWE
All right, welcome to Saturday night main event and the last universe video of WWE 2K25. Universe mode will go on pause for a little bit until we get WWE 2K26. We get all our characters downloaded. But in the meantime, I'm not gonna leave y'all dry. I will be uploading different type of content. So I will bring it down. We will be doing stuff with the Wrestling Society channel. Me and my boy Gabe, we will be adding GM mode and stuff over there. So if you like GM mode content, that's gonna be on the Wrestling Society channel. How y'all been? We got a big one to start off tonight. We have the Intercontinental Champion, Ilya Dragunov versus Big Bronson Reed. Number of division. As we seen before the match started, Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker are in the building. So just remember that. They are in the building. Pretty bold of Bronson Reed to come out here alone, though. You have to respect that. Dragunov with a big knee to the face. Dragunov with a knee kick to the big back session. Dragunov got the ladder and the table out. This is definitely Extreme Rules. Let's just hope Bronson Reed doesn't tsunami Ilya Dragunov from the top of the ladder, because that's going to be bad for you. Big knee strike. Referee's all in the damn way. Bro, referee, get out the way, dog. Shit. You just keep walking in the middle of the way. Maybe this match is all pretty near its ending. Heavy strikes. Ooh. Bronson Reed's going up. Tsunami. Is it it? 1, 2.
Wait a second. That's it. It's over. Bronson Reed just pinned Ilja Dragunov in under 5 minutes.
I don't even know what to say right now. Ilja Dragunov is one of the toughest, most resilient champions we've ever seen. A man who survives wars, and Bronson Reed just steamrolled him.
No Paul Heyman. No Braun Breaker. No backup. Bronson Reed did this alone.
That might be the most terrifying part of this entire situation. For weeks we've been talking about this alliance with Breaker and Heyman. But tonight, Reed didn't need anybody.
Look at this impact again. That tsunami. All that weight crashing down on the Intercontinental Champion. Ilja Dragunov barely had time to breathe tonight. And once Reed hit that first splash, you could see it in Ilja's eyes. The fight was still there. But his body just couldn't answer. Ilja Dragunov's reign, a reign built on violence, endurance, and heart, has just been ended in shocking fashion.
And now the entire Intercontinental division has a new problem, a 6-foot, 300-plus-pound problem named Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed came here to prove something tonight, and in less than 5 minutes he has done the unthinkable. Ladies and gentlemen, your brand new Intercontinental Champion, Big Bronson Reed. And if he can do this to Ilja Dragunov, I'm not sure anyone on Monday Night Raw is safe.
Good luck tonight, Charlotte. But I hope you understand something. Whoever walks out of that main event with the United States Championship, I'm coming for it.
Luck? I don't need luck. I am the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Woo, oh, and let's not forget something. I already beat you a few weeks ago.
Yo fellas, Finn is making his decision tonight after the main event.
Good. Because if he doesn't come home tonight, Hangman, brother, you got the green light.
Green light to do what?
To cash in on Dominic Mysterio. I know you've been itching to cash in ever since you won.
I like the sound of that. But what about the United States Championship?
That one is mine's. And when Kenny wins the Elimination Chamber at Summit, goes on to main event WrestleMania, and takes the undisputed championship, so the Bullet Club will hold all the gold.
That's the vision. We will run this company like we do every company. Hey Adam, where are the Young Bucks?
Told them to stay home. They've got a title defense coming up on Raw. Figured they should focus.
Smart.
All right. Listen up. After Andy Reid's match tonight, I want you to go find him and recruit him. I want him in the Bullet Club.
Oh, I know exactly how dangerous Andy Reid is. Won't be easy though. He has major trust issues.
Sounds like fun.
Jimmy should be here tonight. Use? Yeah, he should. DX put him on the shelf. That ain't something we forget. And we won't. They will pay for what they did to Big Jim. Let me ask you something. This Bloodline rebuild thing. The Rock's idea, right? Yeah. Oh, so you knew about it this whole time? Me and him, we've been talking about it. I ain't gonna lie to you, Jay. I'm leaning toward it. Okay, but wait. If we do this, who's in charge? Your brother Jimmy. He still acknowledges me as his tribal chief. But Jacob, I'm not so sure about him. Jacob might lean toward The Rock. Let me ask you something. Do you still acknowledge me? I wouldn't be main event Jey Uso without being your right-hand man. I acknowledge you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the tension tonight continues to rise on Saturday Night Main Event. Just moments ago, we saw Charlotte Flair and Lyra Valkyria exchange words backstage. And Lyra made it very clear, whoever leaves tonight as United States Champion, she's coming for that title.
And Lyra sounded serious. Cole, she's already said she plans on winning the Summit Elimination Chamber and walking into WrestleMania with championship gold again. That's a dangerous woman with something to prove.
But that wasn't the only major development backstage tonight. Because earlier we also saw Kenny Omega, Jay White, and Hangman Adam Page plotting the future of the Bullet Club. And it's a terrifying vision, Corey. Kenny Omega believes he will win the Summit Chamber, go on to WrestleMania, and capture the undisputed championship. Meanwhile, Jay White has his eyes on Finn Balor's United States Championship.
And let's not forget the biggest detail. Kenny Omega told Hangman Adam Page that if Finn Balor declines Bullet Club tonight, Hangman has the green light to cash in his Money in the Bank contract on Dominic Mysterio. That means the entire balance of power in WWE could change tonight depending on Finn Balor's decision.
But the story doesn't end there, Corey. Because we also just heard from Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. Roman confirmed something massive. The idea to rebuild the Bloodline came from The Rock himself. Roman admitted he's been talking with The Rock about it for some time, and he's leaning toward joining the rebuild.
But there's still one major question looming over that entire situation: leadership. Roman believes Jimmy still acknowledges him as tribal chief, but he isn't sure where Jacob Fatu stands. And if Jacob sides with The Rock, we could be looking at a massive power struggle inside the Bloodline.
But one thing is certain. Jey Uso made his loyalty crystal clear tonight. He still acknowledged Roman Reigns, and with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso competing later tonight against DX, that situation could explode at any moment here on Saturday Night Main Event.
following contest is a triple threat steel cage match. Making his way to the ring.
All right. Welcome to the second match of the night. We have a triple threat between Jon Moxley, Damian Priest, and Andy Reid. If you've been paying attention tonight, Kenny Omega did send Hangman and Jay to recruit Andy Reid. So you know they will have a close eye on this match. But come on, gang. Like I'm standing right behind this man. Back and forth between these three men over the past couple of weeks has really Damian Priest and Andy Reid runs into each other. Andy Reid is all over the place. Andy Reid and Damian Priest doesn't really have problems with each other. This is more of an ego thing between those two. But Andy Reid and Jon Moxley, that's bad blood. Andy Reid was absent at the start of the season. That's because before the season even started, Jon Moxley put him on the shift during the ladder match at TKO Battlegrounds. And ever since then, Andy Reid has been dead set on coming back for Jon Moxley and Jon Moxley only. And he has a fork in the road with Damian Priest. Code breaker. Face breaker to Damian Priest, and Damian Priest no-sells it. He's a big boy. It's going to take more than that to keep him down. Former World Heavyweight Champion. Damian Priest has been champion all around the world. From bingo halls, barnyards, to the biggest stage of WrestleMania. kicks to John Moxley straight to the face. Told you there's no love lost between these two. Andy Reid trying to escape. Andy Reid's at the top of the cage. Oh, almost. And Damian Priest knocks him all the way back down. One count. It's gonna take more than that to keep John Moxley down. Andy Reid with a pedigree to Damian Priest. Is this all she wrote? Only a one count. These men in this ring are as tough as they come. Uranagi. Background in mixed martial art. He looked up to the Undertaker. You know, there's resemblance right there. Priest with the scepter of heaven. Busted open. He's trying to climb out of this one. Damian Priest is getting up. John Moxley's up. Damian Priest knocks him down. Damian Priest is really dominating this match right now. John Moxley would not let Damian Priest get more than a one count. I honestly don't know who's going to win this match. Everybody in this match is so equally talented, so equally dangerous. Damian Priest might have the edge, given he is a former World Heavyweight Champion, more recent. Moxley is a former WWE Champion, but that was so long ago. And Andy Reid has never been World Champion. Andy Reid got the United States Champion under his belt, former Intercontinental Champion, former NXT Champion, former North American Champion, former Tag Champion, but he's never held a World Championship. He's like right there. He's on the cusp of being a main eventer, but he hasn't broken that seal yet. And Damian Priest, big ass, is climbing. Damian Priest, he climbing this motherfucker quick. Moxley. Andy. Moxley stopped that escape attempt. Andy Reid seems to be joining the fight. Andy Reid said bump it. He just went to escape. With a roll up. Andy Reid trying to escape. John Moxley trying to roll up. Can he do it? Can he do it? Can he? Andy Reid has done it. All he has to do is get his feet down. I don't think Damian Priest noticed.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a war we just witnessed inside that steel cage.
Andy Reid, Damian Priest, John Moxley, three absolute savages locked inside 15 feet of steel, and somehow Andy Reid just escaped with the victory.
But Corey, let's be clear about how it happened. John Moxley was seconds away from stopping Reid from climbing over the cage. Moxley had him by the leg. Reid was barely hanging on. And then Damian Priest just snapped.
Absolutely, Cole. Priest abandoned the climb entirely and attacked John Moxley. Priest ripped Moxley off the cage and started unloading on him inside that steel structure. That wasn't strategy. That was pure anger. Priest wanted Moxley more than he wanted the win.
And that moment of chaos gave Andy Reid the opening he needed. Reid realized what was happening, pulled himself up, and by the time Priest looked back, Andy Reid was already over the top and dropping to the floor. Andy Reid escapes the cage and wins the match. But look at the bigger picture.
That victory just changed the road to Summit. Andy Reid survives the steel cage tonight and just put himself in a massive position, heading into SmackDown, where the final opportunity to enter the Elimination Chamber will soon be decided.
You been enjoying my title, Becky? Because you better be paying attention tonight.
Oh, I'm paying attention, Lyra. Hard not to, when someone keeps reminding me about a title they already lost.
Slow down, cowgirl. I didn't come here to relive the past. I came here to remind you about the future. You walk into that ring tonight against Charlotte Flair, and no matter how it ends, just know this. I will be watching very closely. Because after I win the Elimination Chamber, and after I punch my ticket to WrestleMania, I'm walking into WrestleMania and becoming a double champion.
Wow, bold words for someone standing in front of a real champion. This is comical. Let's see if you can actually make it there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Saturday Night Main Event. The tension tonight is rising with every passing moment.
We've already seen a new Intercontinental Champion crowned. We witnessed a brutal steel cage match. And the political landscape of WWE is shifting fast with the Bloodline, Bullet Club, and Judgment Day all circling each other.
Well, Corey, speaking of Summit, earlier tonight we heard a huge announcement from management about the final spots being filled very soon. And right now we're about to hear more regarding that situation.
In 2 weeks, the road to WrestleMania runs through Summit.
And the Elimination Chamber matches will determine who challenges for the biggest championships on the grandest stage.
But there are still final spots that need to be filled.
This week on Raw and SmackDown, the final competitors for both the men's and women's chambers will be decided.
And for SmackDown, we can officially confirm. The winner of tonight's steel cage match, Andy Reid, will advance to the final qualifying match on SmackDown. And in that match, he will face two of the very best technical wrestler in the history of this business, Seth Rollins and Will Ospreay.
Well. That was impressive.
You just walked out of a cage with two of the most dangerous men in this company. And you did it like it was nothing.
That's why we're here. Kenny and I already spoke to you last night on SmackDown. And after watching what you just did, I'll say it again. You're dangerous.
The Bullet Club recognizes and collect dangerous men.
I remember the offer.
Good, because the world is about to change. DX, the Judgment Day, the Bloodline, the Wyatts, all of them.
When Kenny wins Summit and we take every championship in this company,
you're either standing with us or you're standing in the way.
I will think about it.
Jay, you think Andy is actually considering it?
Oh, he is. He's going to join. Just watch.
Are you ready? Hey, think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters. Break it down. Degenerate into something fool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a brace, boy. Yeah, that's a brace, little man. Break it down. Degeneration up.
God, my mic been muted this whole time. My mic is muted. Y'all didn't even hear the introduction I gave them. So, I'm going to do it again. Even though this match is well on its way. This match has been going on for a while. I was talking this whole time, so I do apologize. But hey, we got the OTC, the Tribal Chief, the greatest of all time, Roman Reigns, God Mo himself, and main event Jey Uso. Right-hand man Jey Uso, one half of the greatest tag team of all time, Jey Uso, going against DX, the Bullies, the Cerebral Assassin, the King of Kings, Triple H, and the Showstopper, the Heartbreak Kid, Mr. WrestleMania himself, Shawn Michaels. I don't think Shawn Michaels, he was paying attention. In my opinion, these two right here in the ring right now are the 1 and 2 greatest of all time. These are my personal favorites. Roman Reigns is my personal GOAT. Shawn Michaels is my personal 1B. I only want to say 2. Roman Reigns got the guillotine on Shawn Michaels outside the ring. If he tapped or if he passed out, that wouldn't do anything. Shawn Michaels is kicked out though. Damn. Shawn Michaels sent Roman Reigns into those steel steps. Shawn Michaels back in the ring. Shawn Michaels. Referee goes down, and then always hell breaks loose. This is where main event Jey Uso come in. He's the equalizer. He said he wasn't going to let it happen to his cousin, and he made that promise. Breaking loose. Shawn Michaels is lining up Roman Reigns. He's going for it. Sweet chin music. 1, 2, no, Roman Reigns kicks out at 1. That was a slow count, I will admit that. That was a slow ass count, ref. Yes, I agree with this crowd. Tag team wrestling is amazing. This match has been built up since episode 1 of Raw. This episode has been building way before the season started. This feud has been building ever since TKO Battleground when Triple H cost Roman Reigns the Undisputed World Championship. And ever since then, he's been at Roman. The first few weeks of the season, Roman was outnumbered. He had no backup. Triple H and Shawn Michaels was on his ass. They put him on the shelf at Uncensored. But along the lines, DX started to lose control. Jey Uso goes for that spear. Shawn Michaels with a big reversal, with a leapfrog over that man. Along the lines, they started losing control. It all happened when when the Young Bucks attacked them. That's a rope breaks, ref. It all started when the Young Bucks attacked them and called them out. The Young Bucks then later on took their championships at the Royal Rumble. That same night at the Royal Rumble, Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble, which added insult to injury. That next night after the Royal Rumble, Roman Reigns returned on Raw, attacked Shawn Michaels, then later on in the main event, he ain't beat up Triple H, but he was whooping his ass, and they got into a brawl after the show. A week later, near fall, by the way, a week later, big brawl between Jimmy, Roman, Oh my God, Roman with a big spear.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. What a war we just witnessed here on Saturday Night Main Event.
That match was everything we thought it would be and more. Cole, for legends back and forth the entire time. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso against Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Nobody gave an inch.
What a statement victory. DX pushed them to the absolute limit tonight, but in the end Roman Reigns and Jey Uso stood tall. And listen to this crowd. That match may have exceeded every expectation we had coming into tonight. Roman and Jey survived a classic tonight. But with everything happening across WWE right now, the Bullet Club, Judgment Day, the Bloodline situation, this victory might just be the calm before an even bigger storm.
Well, look who it is. The undisputed champion.
Oh, great. The cowboy with a lunchbox.
This lunchbox ends careers.
You gonna cash it in or just keep flirting with Dom every week?
Funny thing about opportunities. They multiply.
So let me get this straight. Cowboy with a briefcase. Unhinged psychopath with a briefcase. And some way, somehow, someone allowed this to happen. Yeah, this is fine. Totally fine.
Tonight, when I walk out there, I need to do it alone.
What? Why?
Because this decision, it's mine.
You want to handle Kenny face to face?
Exactly. JD, I need you to go find someone.
And who is that?
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid, the guy that just escaped a steel cage tonight?
He's dangerous, and I like dangerous.
Say no more.
And Dom, on Raw this upcoming Monday, I want you to go talk to someone too.
Who?
Aleister Black.
Yeah, that guy definitely fits the dangerous part.
Things are about to change around here. And if war is coming, then we better start building an army.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's United States Championship. Introducing the challenger from the Queen City, and her opponent from Dublin, Ireland,
It is time for the main event of the night. Saturday night main event is headlined by Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch, the two greatest women's wrestlers of all time. This is bigger than a Trish versus Lita. This is bigger than a Jacqueline versus a Chyna. This is bigger than a Grey Moolah versus Mae Young. This is the biggest it can get. The only way this match can get any bigger if you add Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley, and then we talking about something. Or we had a match between the 4 horsewomen. Charlotte is the Royal Rumble winner. Becky Lynch is the Women's United States Champion. How big can this match get? And as we know, Laura is lurking. Laura says she will be watching this match very closely, so we know she's in the building. Charlotte with a big chop to Becky. Charlotte power her up. Big power slam. Big power bomb. This match is so... Oh my goodness. Becky with a disarmer. And Charlotte got the fuck up out of there. She said, hell no. These two are so evenly matched. They know each other so well. Damn. Vintage Charlotte Flair right now. And their knees is looking perfectly fine to me. What was I saying? I was saying something about bringing y'all a different type of content on this channel. So, I want to be known as the wrestling YouTube. So I want to do more than, universe mode. But I want universe mode to be my main, I want universe mode to be my main content. Like, that's the main thing I do. But I want to bring, like I said, I want to bring my rise over here. I want to bring, I'm unsure about Showcase. Let me slow down. I am unsure about Showcase. I want to bring my rise. On our Wrestling Society channel, we are going to start doing GM mode. So if you guys are into GM mode, that's not going to be on this channel. That's going to be on the Wrestling Society. But I also want to bring like different games though. So like, I want to bring like I know I briefly touched on this, but I want to bring like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Charlotte got out of there, by the way. I want to bring a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, maybe like a Rainbow Six Siege, like any like games y'all want to see. Like, I'm more of a single player game, so like any type of new single player games that come out, we can play those. Becky with a man had a slam with him to the pin. Becky almost put Charlotte away there. That manhandle slam has put many women away. Like I said, they are evenly matched. If one get a near fall, the other get a near fall. But like, yeah, when these like, let's say like when GTA 6 come out, like, I want to upload GTA 6. Charlotte barely getting her shoulders up. That was a weaker kick out. Becky had to just stay on her attack. Charlotte's being Charlotte. I'm not really I'm not really a fan of Call of Duty. So like Siege, I wasn't really a big fan of, but when my buddy got me on, I'm not gonna lie, it was fun. So like, y'all wanna see that? Let me know. I am on Xbox. I do not have a PC. I do not have a PS5. So Charlotte did not want to win that way. She knows if she get a count out, she cannot win the championship. Charlotte throwing her back in the ring. That neck breaker was deadly, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I'm trying to think of some games. Like, I like games like The Walking Dead, like Telltale type game. I like games like that. I like, you know, I wasn't really a big fan of Starfield, but I do like games like Starfield, so like Fallout and shit like that. So if y'all interested, just let me know, and I will upload more. I know when 2K20, like NBA 2K26 come back, I will, not 26, 27 come out, I will probably get back into it. I took a break this year. I did not buy 26 because 25 was just, that game gave me a real bad headache. I never raged like that in a game so much. I never argued with many people so much. Becky Lynch with the disarmor. Charlotte has gotten out of that multiple times. I don't know what it's going to take. Becky, big drop kick to Charlotte. Charlotte just had control at just the flip of a switch. Becky's now in control. Still tonight, we have the big decision that has been building for multiple weeks, multiple months at this point. Finn Balor. Is he going back? Is he going back to the place he created, the Bullet Club? And Finn Balor, Charlotte with a natural selection. Great, the referee saw it. With that being said, if Finn goes back to the Bullet Club, that means Dom is going to the Bullet Club. That means JD is going to the Bullet Club. And Kenny already said Finn's decision is for him and AJ. So that means AJ is going to the Bullet Club. Becky with another disarmor. Charlotte foot's in the rope. I'm not gonna lie. He let her go. Charlotte with a submission hook. She lets her go. I wonder why. This match is going back outside. This woman did not just do a front flip. And also, another reason why I'm pushing, like I'm gonna hold off on the universe mode for a while. I need the community creations to fill up. I need the community creations to fill up on 26. Like I need to give it time for it to populate. For people, these talented people. Charlotte with a elbow drop to the back of her neck. That might be it. 1, 2. Man, I don't know how this one will keep picking up. What I was saying, Charlotte, not Charlotte.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we just witnessed was absolutely unbelievable. A championship main event worthy of Saturday night main event. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair just delivered a 5-star classic.
That wasn't just a match, Cole. That was a war between two of the greatest women to ever step into a WWE ring. Counter after counter, submission after submission. Neither woman willing to give an inch.
And it took 3. Count them. 3 manhandle slams before Becky Lynch could finally keep Charlotte's shoulders on the mat for the 3 count. Charlotte Flair pushed the United States champion to the absolute limit tonight. But in the end, Becky Lynch survives and remains the United States champion.
But here's the bigger story moving forward. Cole, Charlotte Flair is still the Royal Rumble winner. Charlotte has a guaranteed championship match at WrestleMania. And even after a performance like tonight, she still hasn't revealed which champion she plans to challenge.
And if you're Becky Lynch, you have to be wondering, was that the last time you faced Charlotte before WrestleMania? Or was tonight just the beginning of something much bigger? Becky Lynch retains in an instant classic. But the road to Summit and ultimately WrestleMania just became even more unpredictable. What a main event! Becky Lynch survives Charlotte Flair in an absolute classic and remains the United States champion here tonight.
But now, Cole, it's time for the moment everyone has been waiting for all night long.
That's right. Earlier tonight, Finn Balor promised the WWE Universe that after the main event he would reveal his decision regarding the future of the Bullet Club. And this decision could shift the entire balance of power in WWE. The Bullet Club. The Judgment Day, the Bloodline, everyone is watching. Let's find out what Finn Balor has decided.
For the past 2 months, people have been asking me the same question. Are you going back? Are you going back to the group you created, the Bullet Club? So tonight, I think it's time I finally answer that question. But before I do, there's someone I want to invite out here. Kenny Omega. Come out here right now.
You know, Finn, it's been a long time coming. It's time for you to come home, back to the group that changed the business. Back to the group you created. Back to the Bullet Club.
You know what, Kenny? I've been thinking about this all week. And I've got a few questions for you, like why you and Jay White are plotting to take my United States Championship. Or why your cowboy hangman Adam Page is walking around threatening my brother Dominic Mysterio with that Money in the Bank briefcase.
They backed off, didn't they? Dom's still champion, isn't he? So I'd tread lightly if I were you.
You know what, Kenny? Screw you. Screw you, Jay White. Screw Hangman. Screw the Young Bucks. And screw the rest of the Bullet Club. Because the Judgment Day runs this place.
You just started a war you can't win. You made your decision, and now you're going to deal with the consequences. I'm not taking you out tonight. I'm going to let you make it to Summit. But after I win the Elimination Chamber, it's war.
Are you two done yet? Because, while y'all out here talking about war, you're standing in my ring, inside my yard, on my island. This is still my show. My bloodline runs this place. And speaking of decisions, as the Royal Rumble winner, I finally made mine at WrestleMania. In the main event of Night 2, I'm coming for the WWE Undisputed Champion, Kevin Owens. We got unfinished business. I haven't forgotten. You're still holding the championship I made famous. Well, that's if you can make it past Randy Orton at Summit.
3 factions, 1 battlefield, and WrestleMania on the horizon. War is coming to WWE.